Welcome back. Now in this video we're going to go over just some basics in terms of writing the sales letter, and what you see here is that there is a Google search, and the Google search that was done was for David Fry 12-step sales letter, and you can find any one of these entries. This sales letter formula was probably written back in the 2000s, and so you can actually look to any of these places to get David Fry's 12-step sales letter. So what you're going to see is that you are going to see that David Fry has a list of things that he is suggesting that you do, and these are going to be the 12 points that you're going to follow in just about any sales letter. So if you look at this outline, this is going to help you to be able to take your concept and then turn it into a sales letter. And so the other thing that you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to go to a site like JVZoo, and you're going to be able to go and find out how you can then look to JVZoo and reverse engineer a sales letter. So let's do that right now. Now what I'm going to do when I get inside of JVZoo is that I am going to start looking for a product that's going to be as close to the one that I want to launch as possible, whether or not it's going to be the actual product itself, or whether or not it's going to be one that is going to be in the same category. For instance, if you are launching a webinar software, then you want to find another webinar software that's going to be similar to yours. And what you're going to do is just take a look at some of the top selling products. When you do that, you're going to go inside here, and for instance, let's go inside this one, and then we're going to take a look, and then we're going to look at the sales page. When we get to the sales page, we're going to actually see, I'm going to stop this from playing right now, and we're going to take a look at how we can actually look to replicate a sales letter that's like this, and then combine elements of copy from David Fry's 12-step sales letter. So one of the first things we're going to do is we are going to go and we're going to take a look to see how they actually created the sales letter. And this is always, you always want to do this. You always want to take a look to find out, what kind of software was used to create it. Sometimes you might even have the same software. So we're going to take a look. We're going to see here. And it looks as if this was not a WordPress theme. This is going to be some kind of software that was actually done, created from HTML, which is fine. But we can actually replicate this in another way. What we're really concerned with right now is we're going to be concerned with a copy. We see that there's a headline, we see that there's a video, and then we see that there are some strips and test blocks. But what we want to follow is what's happening in the actual copy and what is convincing to other people, and even sometimes some of the placement of the images. And we can actually do some of the same placement. You'll notice that a lot of this is going to be screenshots. Some of it is going to be images. Some of these are going to be images that were picked up from other places. And these are all things that you're going to be able to do. Right? Some of these were taken from some actual screenshots that were done with the actual product. So once again, these are the three things you're going to need to do. Number one, you're going to make sure to pick up David Fry's 12-step bulletproof sales letter. Number two, you're going to go inside of JVZoo and you're going to take a look to find out what some of the other sales letters are like, what their layout is. And number three, you are going to take a look to find out what they were actually created in. Okay, and then that will give you a head start in terms of creating your own sales letter with your own sales builder software. Now, if you don't have sales builder software, often you can do this if you know some HTML, or you can actually have your sales letter outsourced. But the purpose of looking at this is to know what goes into the copy, first of all, and second of all, then what you are going to do in terms of the layout of your site. And once you've done that, then you will have a good sense for what will work well for your product. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.